Let's go play the Umori deck. I've definitely been looking forward to this one. I've had it built for a while, and in a big way, I'm mostly just trying to play both Pillage the Bog and Insatiable Avarice in the same shell. I was having kind of trouble playing both in like a normal coffer shell, or at least having a normal coffer shell that I'm like super excited about. It's a bit easier to play Insatiable Avarice and Pillage the Bog if you don't play Bowmaster, but it's kind of do you want Bowmaster with Avarice? Maybe you do. But I thought it'd be fun to play. I thought it'd be fun to play this build here. How does this win? So you win the game via some combination of Invoke Despair, Cut to Ribbons, and Insatiable Avarice. And I guess Umori attacking, but you will be dealing direct damage to your opponent with sorceries, since we are playing only sorceries of the 75 for Umori. Why is Cut down here? It's not a split card. Cut to Ribbons is our main win condition. Or like our main card that just will like give us the inevitability in the late game. We're going to be able to coffers into ribbons and ribbons them to death. Torment of Hailfire is completely unplayable. It's so embarrassingly unplayable. Cut to Ribbons kills something early and wins the game late. You should never consider playing Torment of Hailfire in Modern. This is EDH brain. This kills something. Wait, where's my red? I obviously need a red source in the deck. Maybe the Cut to Ribbons. It looks like they got added before the red source. Sorry, we'll play red source. Why no shielded? No shielded, so we can. I really like the gain 2 life exile card from the graveyard. And then the backside is I can't destroy all artifacts and enchantments. I guess there's not like a super good card to compare that to. Okay, graveyard this Explorer. Get this Moxfield up to date too. What are they up to over there? Double Raucous Theater. Some kind of Gorios probably. So having that main deck graveyard hate split card is gonna be so hard for them to like play around it too, because it's like instant speed effect that you can still play with Umori, which I think is so cool. Okay, I will take your discard outlet, Reanimator opponent. Dude, Graveyard Cut to Ribbons. Ooh, what a deck. What a deck. Graveyard Cut to Ribbons. Okay, I will draw 3 cards and lose 3 life. I have to discard a card. Let's discard the Thirst here, I think. It's also nice that let me actually read the name of this card again. Cease Desist gives you some life gain in a deck that's playing Insatiable Avarice. So let me start off with an Explorer. I think what I should probably do now, I didn't draw anything super different, is probably just plot Pillage the Bog. And next turn I get to look at the top 12 cards and put one into my hand. That was a pretty good Thoughtseize, huh? Oh, sorry, I forgot to play my coffers first. Alright, we'll take the Cease to Desist and hold that up against their persists. So I can Vampiric Tutor and do this thing. I have to discard a card again. I think that's okay. Let's just do both modes, and then I'm gonna save the Pillage the Bog for now. I'm gonna tutor Urborg to the top. Is that correct? Maybe second Coffers is better because I just have 5 swamps in play already. And I'm not giving them an Urborg, which probably doesn't matter as much. Okay, looks like we can explore and still hold this up. Okay. And not have to go to discard. Dude, this was like the best Thoughtseize I've casted in years, probably. Another Coffers? Probably can graveyard this. So let's go tap an Herb or Cabal Coffers, cast Pillage the Bog, look at a million cards. Yeah, just gonna grab Invoke Despair, tap Coffers again, invoke a little Despair, and then double suspend Profane Tutor, hold this up. So cool to be able to hold up some instant speed interaction in this deck. Ahmed with the 44 months to go back, and I think we can just cut to ribbons them next turn. Oh, did I not update the title? Sorry. Discard a land. Then can also just use, I guess 3 mana, 3 damage doesn't really do. Okay, so I could go Insatiable Avarice. You lose 3. I search. No. It doesn't work either. I'm going to go ahead and cycle this. Oh, target player, I draw a card. I realized the draw was also targeted. So we found Urborg, which should give us like just plenty of mana to ribbons them to death here. X equals 15. Guess I have a Cling to Dust. Maybe we should have just dumped 4 more mana in there. But if they have Cling to Dust, I can just Avarice them to death. There's also no creatures in any graveyard, so I guess that doesn't even work. But it says, nice brew, thank you. I guess it's better to target the lands for Ren and 6. Oh, Mr. Deck. Okay, give me... Let me find that. Aquaman, thank you again for the 44 months. Steez, did I miss your 3 years? I might have, actually. And then Deck Tech for Initial Bird. Yeah, I missed it a while ago. Okay, so we're going to bring in the Necromentias. I think we're going to go in Necromentia, out Bloodchief's Thirst. Cut to Ribbons is pretty bad. They can gain a bunch of life. I think I'll play 1 Cut to Ribbons and then 1 Bloodchief's Thirst. So Tauros, guys. I think Aether Vial and Unearth is just not enough. Tauros Enablers here. I also really dislike that you're playing Dauthi Voidwalker and Tarmogoyf. These two cards have tension together, and these two cards also both would probably prefer for you to be playing discard spells instead of counter spells. We're playing counterspell over Thoughtseize, and you're not playing, and you have to play Mishra's Bauble in this deck, which is like a lot of air with Aether Vial, and you're not playing Grief, and Grief would be kind of nice with Satoro. I also really dislike that. I don't know why we're splashing for Tarmogoyf here when our mana could just be so much better. I guess you have the Picker Poisons maybe you want still, but you just play Bowmaster or more Voidwalkers, and the mana would be so much better. Okay, opponent's on the mold to 6. And then, no, it's just like kind of low creature count for Aether Vial, but maybe it isn't because you have 4 Preordains and 4 Baubles. Maybe it's fine. But Tarmogoyf Aether Vial is kind of weird. I like the Ledger Shredders, kind of. I do agree that you need to play Bauble with them, which is some tension. Fire at the level 6 decision to 33. Salmon with the gifted sub. Thank y'all. So we lose our Thoughtseize. Interesting pickup here. Probably have to bottom because I need or graveyard because I need a land, but you know they have persist in their deck. But maybe we could also just name Archon, but maybe they have Juke. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. Just kind of like a lot of loose thoughts. I would prefer to just not play these green cards in the main deck. I would prefer to be in on discard spells like Thoughtseize Thought's using Grief instead of the counter spells, but also like you're just gonna be lacking. Like if you just don't draw Satoro in this deck, the deck is gonna be so awkward, which is a big problem, right? They could play Subtlety also, like the scam cards instead of Unearth. There's just like a lot of problems here. Okay, so if I don't draw a land, we're holding this up, I think. Did draw a land, so it's just Necromentia Archon. I think the Jund builds don't play as many like jukes post board. So there's an Emrakul and 3 Terracodons, but they also didn't cut any Archons, which is funny. They have 1 Surgical, 3 Terracodons, 2 Veil of Summers, 1 Transmogrify. What's stopping Blue-Black Scam was a Toro. I feel like the Ninja deck was like the best build of that we had, but it wasn't like particularly good either. But you know, what's stopping is like Scam needs to be a deck that top decks well, and top decking Satoro is just not very good, and a lot of your elements are just not very good if you're not playing Satoro, and it's also kind of hard to just keep the card advantage going. There's just like a lot of problems. I think maybe when you get the new Frog, it could be good. I'm down to 14 points. They drew Terracodon. Game 3. So are we off of these Necromentias post board? No, but I think I'm gonna be like naming. Oh, they also have 1 Transmogrify. They're pretty good against Necromentia, I guess. Let's run it back. And it's kind of an easy mulligan without a Surveil Land. With Surveil Land, pause and think about it for 2 seconds, and then still mulligan, I think. Let's keep this one. Let's put back the 2nd copy of Invoke Despair. My opponent's also on a mulligan to 6, and then they're thinking about their 6. Umori is a meme, right? Just let me have fun. I don't know. I don't think that Umori. I don't think this is an optimal way to build coffers. I thought it was kind of fun. You can judge for yourself. Get Raucous Theater here. I think we graveyard this. Gotta graveyard that. A lot of 2s in the deck. Yeah, I would cease desist here if my opponent Rin and 6'd. I would just like exile the Scalding Tarn. So we'll hold this up. So exile your fetch lands. I draw a card. 4 cards in their hand. Be sure I play Urborg, so Coffers lets me cast the Despairs next turn, and if we don't draw that, we'll just cast Umori. Maybe my opponent has no more lands. Has a land. Graveyard's Archon of Cruelty. That was good for them. Don't deserve this. I'm playing Umori. We draw Cabal Coffers off the top. We're cooking. Have some other removal spells. Yeah, not the worst. Day Creativity, we're hoping to hit Emrakul. Nasty Terrasti. We could see the Terracodon here. I remember when I was building the deck, and this was like a couple weeks ago, but when I was building the deck, I looked at most of the split cards, at least the new ones. Okay, let's keep this 7. I think I'm going to put back Cease Desist here. My opponent suspends Ancestral Vision, turn 1, so we're up against the Jace deck. Big 50, thank you Doc for the 50, it's a long ass time. Thunderdrux has been really good so far. A lot of like sick cards. Collector's Cage has been, I think, like the biggest standout from like how good we thought it was going in. Synthesizer's pretty solid. Satoro's really good. Magda seems pretty good. A lot of stuff going on. I do want to circle back to the Jace Valky. I was kind of thinking that, like, so someone mentioned Restore Balance in the Jace Valky deck earlier, and I think it's kind of interesting that if you play Bring to Light, if you play Bring to Light in your deck, then Bring to Light can find Restore Balance and cast it, or it can cast Valky. But it's probably just too bad to be playing like 5-drops, right? But I have like considered like Bring to Light for Restore Balance in the past. And it's kind of nice that there's just a little bit more overlap with Jace being good with Restore Balance and Jace being good with Valky. Maybe don't have to play 5 or like 4 copies of Bring to Light either. Okay, took down Profane Tutor. Let's go and play our Cabal Coffers so we can invoke Despair next turn. Any more Satora Brews you want to try with like Soul Herder? People really want the Soul Herder thing to happen. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Carnival Carnage seems pretty dopey. Yeah, she's getting to play. There's so much about this deck to like really like, and that was like really sick. But also so much about this deck that is sus. Getting Tidebindered. Oof. I mean, you could play an Aether Vial build of like the Satora decks, and you could play Soul Herder, and it wouldn't be that good probably. Okay, we'll draw 3. Opponent will draw 3 next turn. DJ Jedi Jeff, 37 months. Let's go. Prime number, but not a prime sub. Yeah, Squirming Emergence is pretty cool. I think it's a little. It's just like you're just better off Goryo's Vengeancing or Persisting, and where you just don't have to fill your yard with so many permanents, and then you're playing a 3-mana spell instead of a 4-mana spell is pretty tough. They loot with Jace instead of plotting. It's pretty good news for me. Then the 10 life points, though. I think I'm just going to cast Bloodchief's Thirst before I play a land. See how they react to this. I think I should just go like Raucous Theater into kick a Bloodchief's Thirst. Second Coffer is definitely worth keeping on top. Probably just gonna eat a counterspell here, but rather than counter this than anything else. And also totally okay if it resolves, because I feel like we are likely to overpower them in the late game. Keeps the card on top. Mono blue, land destruction, mono, Tidebinder, boomerang, Eye to Nowhere. Pretty far, I think. They have another Jace. We have a couple more Bloodchief's Thirsts. They're looting again. This card's a Fatal Push. 6 cards left in their hand after that. Yeah, very funny to queue into the the Jace bracket with 4 main deck Bloodchief's Thirst. Okay, so we have 7 mana here. So I think we're probably just supposed to start off by casting Invoke Despair. If it resolves, it resolves. If it gets countered, it gets countered. Probably getting countered, right? Then we suspend a Profane Tutor, then we can go, Pillage the Bog into something next turn. Bolts me down to 6 life points. Kind of scary. Maybe draw a Cease Desist. Be good against Snapcaster. If we ever tutor for Cease Desist, that would be pretty nice. Let's activate a Coffers. I think it's okay to do this before sacking the Catacombs, because I want to get Surveil afterwards. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to grab Cease Desist here. It's like really nice against Snapcaster. Although, activate this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so if I fetch basic Swamp here, I can cast Umori and still leave this up. Oh, I miscounted. Oops. This is like all Pioneer legal with the lands. We're playing Explore. Profane Tutor. Yeah, Cease doesn't get discounted. Well, we've played around Snapcaster. The Flame of Anor also. Dead to another counterspell. Very fun to have like instant speed something up with Umori on sorceries. Yeah, you could play Lair of the Hydra. I don't know. I feel very strongly about it. Lair's never been a super impressive card. Okay, down a game against Grixis, Jace, Valky, Snap Flame. We cut the sweepers. I don't really have a lot to bring in. I guess let's not, huh? Just run it back. I know Boiling Seas in the board. Is it time? Could play a Boiling Seas. That's the sorcery speed boil, right? Yeah, I like that it comes down on curve of Profane Tutors. Good suggestion. Yeah, you can Necromentia Jace before they cast them. I guess like one Necromentia as a tutor target's probably okay. Maybe it's a bit better than Damnation. Also, Necromentia on counterspell can like weirdly be kind of good. I should have at least one in. Record off stream. This was a deck I didn't play off stream. I played the Affinity one off stream, but I built this deck 2 weeks ago, and I'm just now getting around to playing it. I tried the green hideaway deck, or is that still in the brewing stage? Yeah, still in the brewing stage. I kind of knew this one would be, more of a for fun build. Yeah, at the moment, I think you're like green-white scales with 4 Amaria's Call, 4 Turn Timber Symbiosis, 4 Cage. And then maybe also playing Esper Sentinel, since Sentinel is like just kind of a good card in scales. It's like a card I've liked in the past when I've splashed white, but it's just kind of hard, kind of not worth splashing for by itself. But if you're also playing, sorry, too much multitasking. If you're already playing Collector's Cage, because Cage is pretty nuts and seems like it could fit in scales pretty well. Seems like something to do. I think you could also play Lost Jetée, and Lost Jetée is also good with Sentinel, so just kind of maybe too many moving pieces. Try it tonight. Sorry. 2 on the bottom with Preordain here. Kind of interesting that they decided to wait there. I think I will do this. Any chance you want scrying over Explore? There's a chance, I suppose, but I feel kind of good about the scrying. So let's do the Surveil trick. Get 2 Surveils. Graveyard uncastable 5-drop. Swamp is okay. It's no Cabal Coffers, though. There's no way that the similarities in Bog and Symbol Team are a coincidence. Almost definitely not. You know, it seems kind of does they're very similar, yeah. Yeah, you can play Farseek over Explore also, since you get the Surveil. Obviously, I'm a big Farseek enjoyer. If they iteration here, I'll probably just 5-mana Insatiable Avarice, find a Cabal Coffers, and draw 3. Yeah, I played Sylvan Scrying in like black Coffers decks before, like black green, and I've just never really been very happy with Sylvan Scrying. It's gonna be a lot better if you have Takanuma and can get back like Shielded or Karn, but you know you just also can't do that in this shell with stupid Umori getting in the way of everything. What is the advantage of the Surveil trick over just fetching first? You could also just fetch first, but it's more relevant. The actual trick is like when you go end of turn, fetch, get 2 at the same time, or you just make sure you use both your fetches before the Surveil resolves. In that spot, it's you just fetch first, yeah. Okay, so they've plotted a Valky, so they found their combo. So we can Bloodchief's Thirst this Jace and then save the Invoke Despair for next turn potentially. Urborg is going to give me a big mana buff next turn, or some mana buff next turn. Just cast this Pillage the Bog. Found another copy of Invoke Despair. So I guess I should just be casting here. What's the verdict on the new Jace Tibble combo? Seems somewhat playable. Dingo had a pretty good run with it. It doesn't seem to be great, but there's more than nothing here. So they force pitch Snapcaster. Their hand is Takanuma Lightning Bolt mystery card, then another mystery card, and then they can cast a Valky God of Lies here. Profane Tutor on my end, which I don't think they can use, and then Flame of Anor on their end. And they cast Expressive Iteration. Casualties of War 2 Silver deck. It's not a card you should consider ever playing in Modern, probably. Although there's maybe a lot of that going on here. So they find a Jace, which gives them extra Planeswalker to sacrifice to Invoke Despair. Their deck is pretty good at killing Planeswalkers, at least. Okay, discards a Flooded Strand. Plays an island, hand is Lightning Bolt Otawara. Mystery card also has access to Flame of Anor. Draw another land. Well, 3 lands in 4 draws, but the other draw was an answer to Valky, so can't really complain. Umori will save us also, of course. Have 1 more Surveil land in the deck. Opponent plays Otawara. So let me see what I'm drawing next turn. Also, we could Entomb Cut to Ribbons here. That would be really nice. Better than the average draw, but also doesn't give me a lot of info as to like what is actually going to happen next turn. Very scared of a Snapcaster, although can't do a ton with it here. But they just like turns on their Flame of Anor. Bolts me in response on the 8. If they go Snap Bolt here, we're so cooked. Okay, so yeah, so not much reason for me to play this Umori and just let them 2-mode Flame of Anor here. Yeah, we tried Ingenious Smith in the Cage deck. It wasn't necessarily anything that I was particularly impressed about. Okay, so Bolts me. They may just draw 2 with Flame of Anor on their turn, which would like kind of clean the way for my Umori. Yeah, I didn't want to Umori because I just know I guess I could have put it in the hand, right? But they just have this Flame of Anor. Why wouldn't they just cast the Flames? Yeah, they should. Then they find another lightning bolt. Let's get this one more. Seems like something that could be doable. Like Pillage the Bog is maybe better than Profane Tutor, or maybe even pretty likely to be better than Profane Tutor. Leaf Blade, 6 months. Thank you. Welcome back. All right, Boiling Seas over Boil because it's a sorcery in our Umori deck. Leaf Blade, 6 months. Thank you. Welcome back. So they take my Bloodchief's Thirst. Because they have to. Play our Explore this turn, of course. Yeah, I get to really relax and just F6 and hang out. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Boiling Seas is like not strictly worse than Boil. Push pull. Yeah, we have no creatures, so it's just like there's just no point really. Okay, so they're playing normal coffers. Guess I have to suspend this. Not feeling great about it. Oh, thank you, Urborg. Although they can be able to ruin me. So find a land off Pillage the Bog, probably. We don't find a Cabal Coffers, just take a Marsh Flats and then pass back. They should just get a ring here, which would be pretty gnarly against me. Opponent, you cannot miss your land drop in this context. They should have tutored Cabal Coffers, and they are wild for tutoring anything besides Cabal Coffers if they didn't have the fourth land. Silly, silly, silly. I'm gonna grab Cabal Coffers off my Profane Tutor. Draw 3 lands. And a land for turn. Never doing anything else on this channel. What? Opponent, you could have cycled that on your turn and hit your land drop. Going crazy over here. There's the ring. Being a lot less scary now that they're already at 14 life points. I draw another land though. How does he do it? How do I always just draw? No matter what deck we're playing. Okay, there we go. I actually think I should be plotting this because like I'm mostly gonna find like Invoke Despair or like can I Umori and plot? I'm 1 mana short. But plotting this so they can't like Thoughtseize my my payoff here seems pretty nice. Okay. Opponent also draw off your ring before playing your land. Yeah, I should complain more. I'll, hit my stuff more often. One nice thing too is if we just don't play a creature because our only creatures are Umori, they're not gonna be able to gain any life with March. Umori in hand. Well, we're just kind of exposing it to discard effects too. Seems kind of unnecessary. Thank you. 3rd Surveil land. So opponent's discarding 2 cards. They're at 13 life points. We draw another land. Let's cast Pillage the Bog. Grab and Invoke Despair. Okay, actually really nice. I get to go suspend Profane Tutor, and then I can just discard Cut to Ribbons to hand size. Although I guess the problem is Sorry, the problem is that they have this Cling to Dust. But I don't know, they would have to spend 4 mana Clinging to Dust. Yeah, it's actually probably just okay. They also maybe just will miss it. It's not the most visible. Couldn't we have Umori first? I guess so. I think I just can't play Umori this game though, because I turn on March of Wretched Sorrow. And it finds another copy of the One Ring. And just has another Cling to Dust. Witherbloom Command? I didn't think very much about Witherbloom Command. It's not a card I love usually. It's a card that's definitely gotten a lot better with Surveil lands. Oh, they're marching their own Karn. Okay. So that 14. Of course, I don't have a second Cabal Coffers, but I can. Wait, when is this coming down? Next, not this turn, right? Yeah, not this turn. That's interesting. Okay, so if I tap Cabal Coffers after playing a land, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 plus 5, 13. Which is lethal. Make sure it's lethal. So after playing a land, plus 5. That is 13. This is 11. Lethal after the ring damage. Pillage look for Cabal. I'm just going to kill them. That's okay with y'all. I really think there's. I guess they can. There's no. They have to like put a creature in the yard for Cling to Dust. So yeah, not lethal right now, but with the ring damage. We were pretty likely to hit a Coffers off the Pillage of the Bog though, so it may have been safer to just do that, but it's also just it's like so hard for them to gain life in their upkeep here. They have to go like Bowmaster into March, and like a lot of people are just not main decking Bowmaster. We already saw that they have Profane Tutor. Yeah, I guess Bowmaster pings self escape clean, but then they're still just dead next turn because that was their all their mana. Okay, up a game. I think I'm definitely interested in Necromentia. I want to play some number of Pick Your Poison. I could even play a Break the Ice since they have like so many fields. Well, it's only kind of good on turn 2 if they play field. I want to cut my sweepers, and I want to trim at least 1 Thirst. Maybe just 1 Pick Your Poison, 1 or 2. Maybe just play 3 Necromentia, 3/1. Seems okay. Maybe trim one of these. Oh, Cycle Troll plus Cling, right? True. But again, if they're clinging in their upkeep, they're just like treading water because they have to like they're gonna lose 3 life again next turn. Lane. She hates to be all the way in her dog bed. She's always like half in it. It's the funniest dog. They had ring in hand. Yeah, but they can't. But the thing is, they don't have the mana to like cling in their upkeep, spending 4 mana, and also like using a mana to cycle troll, and then also cast the ring. They didn't have a Coffers, but even Coffers wouldn't have worked. I think. Keep this 7. Do we lose to them playing Necromentia? No, Necromentia. We can win without cut to ribbons. It's pretty painful, but I'm gonna bet shock Overgrown Tomb here. Thoughtseize. Kind of scared of Profane Tutor. I'm gonna take the Necromentia. Not entirely sure what they're trying to name. Also, if we win this match, we're confirming that we are the better Coffers build, by the way. I almost just want to keep anything on top to bait the Field of Ruin. And this one is really not so bad. That's Graveyard, though. We kind of just need lands, and I'm not convinced that my opponent would Field of Ruin me there. Let's name Karn first, since they typically play 3 Karns or 4 Karns and 3 rings. They did have one in hand. They also have a ring in hand. So they also have 3 Dauthi Voidwalkers, 1 Emrakul the Promised End, 1 Sundering Titan. Dude, our opponents are just like playing so hard around the Necromencias. 2 Inquisitions, 1 more Necromentia. A Necromentia naming Emrakul. Oh, so also they have a level. Okay, they have a bunch of 1-ofs, yeah. This too. They Necro, cut to ribbons, response win. No, will cast. Like, we have Insatiable Avarice, which can target them. We have Invoke Despair, which is it's obviously like a lot, but they're gonna be dealing themselves damage. I think we would be able to scrape together a win, I think. So we're going to Pillage the Bog and then cut to ribbons this turn. I guess I won't actually be able to do that with the color requirements. Huh? Let's just draw 3. Yeah, 2 Shadow of Doubt is a lot of Shadow of Doubts. So they gotta field me, right? Weird. A lot of plays. Let's actually cut the zombie before we invoke despair, because we just get to deal more damage. And we also get to get the ribbons in the yard, which is gotta be kind of scary for them. Love to find a second Cabal Coffers. I'm never playing this Urborg, so I don't think I'm playing this Urborg, so I'm just gonna discard it. Put it down to 11 life points. Necromentia on Coffers. Yeah, maybe Necromentia on Coffers was better than on Karn there. We didn't have an answer to Karn. Karn would have been pretty bad. Cast a Troll of Khazad-dûm. So the first Explorer is free. So how much mana am I making right now? I'm making 7. So I would have the ability to hit them for 7. Hit them for 7 this turn. And I can just double Avarice the next turn. I guess the problem is that they play a ring, right? Yeah. Plot, Pillage plus Cease. I'm worried about them like getting rid of my cut the ribbons. They just have like 6 points of burn in my hand here, so they need to have another ring this next turn. Ribbons gets through the ring. That's a good point, but they just have Cling in their yard. They have more Cling. They have one more Cling in their deck. No, it's just such a disaster if I lose the. They just march their troll. If they march their troll, that's I think okay for us because they're just under so much pressure. I also, you may notice, don't have an answer for troll in my hand at the moment. Yeah, opponents just missequencing, I think, a lot. Although I guess they only want to do for 4 here. It's kind of cool, actually. Opponent, you gotta field my Cabal Coffers, I think. Alright, let's start off by pillaging the bog, I guess. See if we find Invoke Despair. We do. So Invoke Despair. I guess this only leaves me with enough mana to Insatiable Avarice 1 time, but it also, like, I think most importantly, just puts me in a position where I'm not dead if they can survive on their upkeep. Cycles Shadow of Doubt in response. Before they just didn't tap the ring on their turn either. They could have played this match a lot better. Avarice them. Well, I'm going to, but I have elaborating on that comment. Probably on the draw against prowess. Since they revealed Giganta and MTGO. But so they were playing Prowess last time, so let's give this one a mulligan with that presumption. And let's put back Avarice with that presumption too. I could design one card for MH3, what would it be? It would be a 0 mana 0/1 that you could play any number of copies in your 75. When it enters the battlefield, Wizards of the Coast has to gift 1 subscription to Aspiring Spike. And then I will just simply ask all of you Spikelings, go out there and you play the card as often as you can. Enters the battlefield, you scan a QR code, and $5 gets deposited out of Wizards' bank account into a subscription for my account. Mr. T-Dog, thank you so much for the 4 months. How'd the first league go? Not well. Oh. I'll make it a 12-12. Yeah, maybe making it a 12-12 would be better, so more people would play it. Does it have a relevant type? It's a merfolk. Oh, yeah, it also it searches. Okay, it doesn't. It's still a 0/1, but it searches all other copies of it into your hand. So in turn 1, you could play like 40 0/1 artifact creatures, and then you'll do something with that, right? With Battlecry, sure. Oh, Battlecry. Maybe from Amazon instead of WotC. Doesn't seem as enforceable. No, I did not. Did not consult on MH3. I am just excited to get there. It's coming up soon too. We're like, it's like what, June 15th. When is it coming out again? June something, huh? Okay, nice to have a little life gain here. Yeah, early June. Still like a month till spoilers start. Well, I mean, if it's early June, June 14th, I guess like a month still. Oh, it's gonna be so exciting. Pretty sure I don't have a preview card, unfortunately. What Lava Dart mean? So I guess I want to try to exile the dart and then the bauble. Might still be dead. Yeah, I think I'm still just dead. Seal of Fire is weird to play that over Wild Slash if you're gonna want like an extra shock. Don't really get it. Pick Your Poison's kind of okay. It kills the DRC and the Birdman. I want to get these Avarices out of here. Also, they're playing green red, right? Okay, not the best. Let's go. Yeah, also kill Seal of Fire, huh? Yeah, I restarted the mic. Hopefully that fixes the sound issues. Wait, Prowess and Legacy top 8'd? That's cool. Wild Slash is only for 1 ring. Yeah, but it's like a pretty main deckable card because it's still like why would you main deck Seal of Fire over Wild Slash? I don't know. Boiling Caesar Boil because we're in a Mori sorcery deck. The Legacy tournament is modern. Okay, that is very confusing. I don't know whoever was in charge of that. The Legacy European Tour is the modern format. Who named the Legacy European Tour? Okay, I'm gonna play. Let's keep Swamp Thoughtseize. Dice Factor deck, 2-3 copies of Chalice, good in current meta with Prowess being popular. I mean, you just have Chalice on 1 is like a good against you, and it is interesting that you can like put charge counters on it, but you're just playing too many Chalices on, or too cold to Chalice on 1 to play it. I think. Okay, 3 creatures here. Take one of the 2 channelers. a good pickup. I guess there's a little bit of tension here with me wanting to cease desist this turn. And then me also wanting them to have a flying channeler, huh? Wow, 2 more channelers. I think I should go ahead and just cycle this now. What's there's a card that you spend 2 mana on to cycle and gain 2. Can't remember the name. Okay, so their hand is Lava Dart, 2 mystery cards. Hopefully they just cast Slick Shot Show Off and don't cast Lava Dart. I follow much of the Pro Tour. A little bit of it. I mostly was following on Twitter and stuff. Very happy that Arnie top 8'd. Really cool that CFT Sock top 8'd. Really cool that Yuta top 8'd. For a while I was feeling I was gonna call my shot with Arnie winning. On some people asked me on Friday who my pick to win was, and I picked Arnie and he top 8'd. I was like, let's fucking go. But top 8's still super, super exciting. Yeah, renewed faith. Tap Scalding Turn for black. Darts me. Time to bring out Damping Sphere for prowess. Is Damping Sphere that good against prowess? I kind of think it's not amazing. Shocks and Stomping Ground. Hits me for 8 down to 7. When we companion, yeah, just holding up removal, which I guess is bad for the F6 plan, or part of the plan. Wow, not getting spell pierced. Yeah, even with invokes and cut ribbons. Can also invoke or discard Insatiable Avarice them for a little bit extra damage. But puts Gigantha into their hand. So we draw our land too. Let's just start off, invoke a healthy amount of despair. Not to cut ribbons. Pillage the Bog. For another despair. Then they're just gonna die to double despair next turn. We don't talk about leaks on this channel, Ironworks, which Ironworks, you should know that. You've been here long enough. It's been a little short, huh? I'm not gonna Thoughtseize them. We'll just suspend Profane Tutor as I go. This not look like a usual spike deck. What am I missing? We're playing Umori. Umori is the payoff for being this kind of shell. I agree this is not the usual spike deck. This one is a little bit more just for fun, if that's okay. Could have killed the critter first. I know. I know you could have killed the critter first. So I guess we have... Oh, okay. Second Coffers makes it easy. Let's just do the fancy play. We can Bloodchief's Thirst plus Invoke, but I'm gonna Thoughtseize my Cut the Ribbons and flash it back. Yeah, but I built this deck 2 weeks ago. I think it would have been a bit better to play it early into set release, just to have more fun. But we got a little deep into the other deck lists, and just took me a while to get to this one. Just a bit more for fun, and also just the idea is to play this and then just kind of evaluate Pillage the Bog and Insatiable Avarice as we go. And Pillage the Bog has been looking really, really good. Okay, game 3, let's go. McChill in 6 months. Thank you, welcome back. Can be hard to keep a hand without Bloodchief's Thirst on the draw. Oh, we have 2 Bloodchief's Thirsts. Damn it. Sand's bad. Let's keep. But keep 7. Do you have any other decks where you think Avarice is good? Yeah, I think Avarice can be in like more normal coffers with you know, it's good with Bowmaster with Shieldred. Seal of Fire. This is going to just by playing Cut Ribbons. It's a combination of Cut Ribbons, Invoke Despair. Oh, we just got done talking about this, but it's a combination of these cards, yeah. Okay, take this. This back. What's the Boiling Seas for? Is blue control that bad a matchup? Well, it's not just against blue control. You can bring it in against any Leyline deck, and you can bring it in against Omnath. You can bring it in against Murktide, and just like a 1 of 4 drop that kills all your opponent's islands in a deck with 4 Profane Tutors. Just seems like pretty good. So there's Islet Lava Dart Mystery card. Let me go ahead and just surveil here. Ceaseless seems nice. Maybe to clean up the lava darts. How's the weightlifting been? I've been not lifting a lot of weights. I've been mostly just walking an hour every day. Me and Esther went on a hike on Saturday, which was nice, but I was like pretty sore after. It was like a nice like 2-hour hike. They keep a card on top here, so there's gonna be Islet, card they kept on top, and mystery card. So we can go Verdant Catacombs into Cease Desist here, and there's a chance they like flashback a dart, and then they get Delirium, we pick your poison, which is why I'm tapping like this. If they flashback both darts and this ends up being double Stone Rain take 2, and then probably get to pick your poison the channeler, I think I'd be okay with that. How many steps does my watch say I had? Like 10,000. Okay, Beast Seekin in response to this. Definitely the card they kept on top. They did not find Delirium right now either. But now they're flashing back the Lava Dart. Could still now that their top card is different because they've Seek the Beast, and for some reason I can't see what they Seek the Beast into. Okay, it looks like we're not going to get Delirium unless they flash back the other dart. This is taking so long to resolve. Okay, they are flashing back the other dart, but they're keeping the card on top still. So I'm not going to get to draw a card. I guess they just flipped 2 lands. Is that what happened? Oh, I still get to drink. Oh, I still get to draw a card and gain the life. Okay. Sorry, I didn't realize that was how it worked because we were targeting ourselves. Wow, that's a pretty good outcome. Double Stone Rain, gain the 2 life back. Yeah, I think they hit 2 lands off the Seek the Beast, which is why they flashed back the 2 darts. So they're going to go just cast the Questing Druid, hit me down to 10. Okay, Pillage the Bog is awesome. Crash Through is so good. It's a sorcery for Delirium. They have. I'm not dead to just this, but now I'm dead to like any other spell. I'm going to 3 against the Lightning Bolt deck. Tough. Why not Explore? Did you want me to fetch Shock and then cast Explore here? Monster Station, Relic of Legends, Rona. Yeah, I love Relic of Legends. Yeah, this is Cease Desist. The Cease is 2 mana, exile 2 cards from a single graveyard. Target player gains 2 life and then draws a card, and then the backside lets you destroy all artifacts and enchantments. Up against Yawg. Interesting keep. Love to draw a land and go explore into Bloodchief's Thirst. The Cabal Coffers, the Monkey's Paw curls. Get what I deserve. Yeah, I like this card a lot. Yeah, I guess, sorry, there's... the title says 11 new cards. 11, actually. Which again, you know, to some extent, you know, the Umori build not that optimal, but it's just cool that you get to play 6 new cards in this like interesting shell, which is why you know we're playing this on stream. So my opponent did draw a land. So their hand is now Court of Calling Yawgmoth. Pretty good 2 cards to have in the spot. Let's explore, I think, instead of playing Cease Desist. We do not draw the land. Unfortunate for me. Avarice has felt okay. I think one thing is like we're just definitely playing too many copies. Like in the Umori build, you like have to play 4, but I think like after this, like I would maybe be interested in saying this is like a one of in Cabal Coffers because like the first copy seems to be good to draw, but like you mostly just don't want to draw any more than one. Has been my initial impression. I have played Step Through with Asmo. It's been a little while. Definitely fun thing to do. And seems like trying to find land for Damnation is a noble pursuit here. So they didn't draw a land, but they did draw an Orcish Bowmaster. Because of course they did, and we do draw the land for Damnation next turn. It's gonna be a pretty painful Damnation, to say the least. We do get to surveil Cut to Ribbons into the yard though for Value Town. If I draw another swamp next turn, I can go Damnation and then also Cease Desist the Yawgmoth, which would be nice. My opponent's hand right now is Court of Calling Yawgmoth Mystery card. If they drew a land, they're probably just going to slam the Yawgmoth. If not, they're going to think about Court of Calling. They could Chord for Yawgmoth. If they hold up Court of Calling, it's not going to be that good for the Yawg here. They're just going to main phase Chord. Play regular Coffers, I mostly feel the same. Yeah. Yeah, I will say Pillage the Bog has been looking awesome in Coffers, and I also think that Cease Desist could be main deckable in Coffers too. Could be sideboardable, but it's just like the front half is like pretty solid, life gain, graveyard hate cycles, and then the destroy everything is also really nice. Like I could see like just sideboarding a copy, like if it's pretty flexible sideboard card to bring in. Coffers is a deck that really cares about having flexible sideboard cards. Could main deck it also. Explore Farseek counter. I think the 3rd time Farseek would have been better. Maybe I haven't really been keeping track, but that could be the case. So it looks like they're not going to be able to finish comboing off. I would love any land, including this one. Nice. There we go. Damnation. Gonna be a painful one. Yeah, playing this in a Umori deck is definitely like the most fun part about this list. Opponent, cease your Undying. Also, always nice, like, once you kill the Blood Artist, you're like, you know, like, you can't combo kill me anymore. Feels like we haven't cast Umori this whole league. That might be true. Anywhere where Thirst the Artist before casting Damnation? Maybe. Maybe do that. The Thirst is gonna be good after. This one has 10 cards in their hand. Yeah, we did discard Umori to Archon. So they play Wall of Roots and Grist. So I can go Bloodchief's Thirst, Wall of Roots, Invoke Despair, kill Grist, kill token, draw a card. I feel like I really want to find Cabal Coffers, so I'm gonna Pillage the Bog here. So we didn't find Cabal Coffers. Am I locked in on a land still? I think I have to be locked in on a land since. And again, the coffers would have been nice because of the cut to ribbons, but I just need to be able to clean up the board, I think. Your turn. It's got 8 cards in their hand. We may just be able to go like flashback ribbons and then untap and double avarice them. I have 6, 9 mana, so that would be 7. Yeah, that'd be 7 plus 6. So if they just don't put lethal in play here, which is gonna be pretty tough for them to do. Seems like a pretty good line. Yeah, I'm not really sure how they get the extra 5 damage this turn with Blood Artist being out of the deck. And I would really prefer to not figure out how they get that extra damage. So yeah, let's just go. Flashback ribbons for 8, because we drew the land, so it's 8 instead of 7. Could have been 9. I think it's not correct to shock in the land here. Oh no, I just saw how they kill me. Fuck. So how my opponent kills me here is they go land Yawgmoth, activate Yawgmoth's ability, proliferate onto Grist, ultimate the Grist. They have to have, Yawgmoth in a land. A lot of people also miss those lines too. Yeah, we're doing that run home. We're doing that with Cease Desist. We have this you can play this with Umori. Yeah, Pendelhaven is another point of damage. Yeah, it would be a bad time for opponent to be listening in. I saw it a little too late. Not sure exactly what we're supposed to do instead, but that's okay. So I'm going to bring in the extra copy of Damnation. Probably not trimming too much or doing too much beyond this. Just going to cut and explore. Yeah, just finding ways for opponents to win. I would love to Boiling Sea someone today. Necromentia over Explorer. I don't think Necromentia is very good against Yawg. It's like it's just too slow. On the play, like maybe 1 copy is all right, but do you not board a Necromentia? I don't know. I'm kind of surprised people really want it in this matchup. It's pretty slow. Like you have to have it like right on curve for it to like really ever do anything, and even then, like you're gonna get backup planned a lot of the time. I think if getting Banshee Birth is still worth. Yeah, I like the deck. I think it's a good one to like learn and play. I would love to be able to splash for Satora in the deck. The mana's not super easy, but you could try to play for Satora over Archaeologist, and then like you could splash for Binding and Satora, and then Satora triggers off of Rebirth and Ephemerate and Solitude. Isn't Yawg almost dangerous at all points of the game? I mean, it's very dangerous against Yawg to just spend 3 mana, not impact the board, and just like get beat down by random shitters. Like I agree. I would love for them to not have Yawgmoth in their deck, but that's not exactly the text on this card. I'm gonna keep this one. This is a Surveil land keep, of course. With mulligan on 7, keep on 6, I think. Yeah, you could play like 1 Necromentia and Don't think I'd ever really recommend more than one. Okay. Not sure. I think I'm going to get red-black here, since cut on the halfling would be pretty good. But, you know, we'll just live by the Surveil Land, die with Surveil Land Ironworks thing for the 5 months. Land's very much not cooperating with us all day today. If we had Necromentia, we could have saved herself. Yeah, we also have a Deadly Cover-Up, so we have that effect too. Okay, well, that's the stream. That's the stream. Good stream today, pretty fun. The synthesizer deck was very fun. It was, you know, a bit better than the Umori Coffers deck. This deck also very fun. Glad to get it out of the system. I would really like to play another Pillage the Bog deck, though. I think Pillage the Bog looked like really good.